Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and we're back in Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. I'm going to continue on with the main story, I think. I think tonight we're going to really focus down the main story so that we can at least say we finished it at some point and, you know, in a reasonable amount of time. So, let's get to it then. Okay. Sentinel, got an iron plant. Wow. Okay. It's like they're just setting me up. Okay. Let's get... Dude, it's a blueprint. Hold on. Hell yeah. We just got a blueprint for a multi-melter. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now... all Void Crusades start with 3 extra lives. Launching a crusade takes 1 less Void Shard. Well, I don't know what that is, so... Wait, so is this the main... I think this is the main. Might as well find out. Well, oh no, so it says talk to Omicron Arc, which I went over to him, there was nothing above his head. Oh, it was hidden by the... Alright.
What was all that down there, Tech Priest? Did I witness some tech heresy just now?
No. I connected to a pure machine spirit, which had been upgraded to serve a specific purpose.
Oh, right. I remember that.
I'm 100% certain of that. While my voice box was utilized by the machine spirit, the communion gave me partial access to some routines.
Close the door.
It's not an AI.
It is not an abominable intelligence. It is something extraordinary. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became part
Pretty funny
of
how
this
AI
machine
can
spirit.
stand for artificial intelligence
It was
or
not the
abominable
creation of a
intelligence.
sentient intelligence, but the blessed fusion of man and machine.
What are you doing now?
Filing away the memories in the sonic requillaries. Giving you the coordinates I received from the machine spirit. Lord Klosterheim is currently in the research cloister.
Okay. Ah, there it is. Yeah, Awakenings is something else. We don't want to do that. We want to do the main mission, which is what we just continued with. Klosterheim. And we're gonna keep rolling through it. Nurgle Daemons. Ah. I've thought about getting the upgrade. It's $25, but if the upgrade means I get no screen tearing. Oh, and look, we've already dropped 59 frames. How nice. I forgot to reset the router and everything. I just don't feel like I should. I don't feel like I have to, but I gotta try something. I don't know why frames keep getting dropped. It's really pissing me off. I'd rather not call Spectrum back here 10 more times until they figure out the problem. That'd be nice to not have to do that.
Inquisitor, Lord Clostheim is heading toward an area marked as forbidden. It is cut off from the dominion of the machine spirit.
I'm on my way. I also need an explanation as to why anyone would tamper with the machine spirit in such an irregular way.
Although the chances are infinitesimal, complex machinery may be vulnerable to the corruption of chaos. For some reason, Uther Tiberius wanted to reduce even that small chance to zero.
I want to know more about that. Keep me updated.
Yeah, I mean, if the PS5 upgrade for this game could just, you know, guarantee some image stability, like, you know, like this graphical error with the lights flickering, or the VSync not being disengaged, more stable frame rate, that'd be nice. Their little pea shooters can do nothing to me. Whoa! I don't know how that happened. It was over 6K on that damage. I'm clearly okay with it, it's just I did not expect that at all.
Inquisitor, I have analyzed the records of my communion. The administrator prayers in the digital marginalia indicate that Uther Tiberius fused an incorruptible soul with the machine.
But that is impossible. Unless you sacrifice someone who fought off a demon and became immune to corruption.
Agreed. Subject would be a former demon host.
Is that even permitted?
I could list 136 sects within the Adeptus Mechanicus, which would start a doctrinal purge based solely on such a notion. But my sect has always believed in digital martyrdom. I consider this machine spirit a miracle.
Now that you have access to the main core, I want you to find all records of demon hosts on the Martyr.
Inquisitor, I've just completed my diagnostic meditations and reviewed the data. We can safely rule out the infection as the cause of your hallucinations.
Then what is it?
My theory is that the visions might be residual memories leaking through a hasty mind scrub. They could have been triggered by certain phrases or events.
That's nonsense. Stop obsessing about my mental condition.
As you command, Inquisitor.
I mean, you might want her to take a look at that, man. Oh man, how will I ever dodge that? Boosh. What is the upgrade? 15% supreme damage reduction. Well, that would be nice if it had more time on it. We will probably be able to take advantage of it right here. one mine, that's what you guys use to stop me? Ridiculous. That's absurd.
Inquisitor, as per your request, I have scoured the classified data looms on this deck. I think you ought to know that all research sanctums on this deck were assigned for demon host experiments for decades.
What? Uther Tiberius was creating demon hosts.
The sheer number of subjects implies that he was trying to create a whole army of them.
Uther Tiberius condemned a whole army to eternal suffering?
Note that the attached confession scrolls clearly prove that most subjects were volunteers. They wanted to be filled with unholy essence, then fight the taint and return, immune to the chaos.
But that is insane.
I cannot comment on that. Eventually, the survival rate was deemed too low, and the project was abandoned.
After decades of torture, he turned away from his own creations.
You can see how this shotgun is starting to show its age, essentially. Like every once in a while, it'll get a nice little crit, but I'd really like to get a new weapon, like a heavy bolter. A heavy bolter would be nice. There's such weird placements of mines in this mission. The only thing that's like super damaging is my circle ability.
Any progress, Inquisitor?
Looks like I'm closing in on Klosterheim. He may have an agenda. He is culling filth.
So maybe if I go down the left hallway, that'll be the extra hallway. And it is. It's just an extra room. Again, the mine placement is weird. Always nice to see a chest of this caliber. And it just gave me credits. That's basically it. Okay.
I'm in the research cloister, Tech Priest.
Incorrect. You are only approaching the gate of the research cloister, currently under quarantine.
By the Emperor, you must be the most pedantic specialist I've ever had in my retinue.
Comment filed away for later evaluation. Proceed to the gate, Inquisitor.
That dude is like the incarnation of Metatron.
On the remains of a dead tech priest.
I suspect he is the one responsible for overriding the local systems. Search the body for additional information, Inquisitor.
Sigma 7 Omega 3 5
Omega?
Alpha.
What you mean Omega?
Interesting. The machine spirit is trying to communicate with us again. That is the emergency code for the
I imagine
lockdown
that the
protocols.
PS5 version also has
The
updated
research
textures.
cloister has
Some of
been
these are
quarantined.
really low.
You might not be able to leave if you enter.
I should return to my ship then and make preparations before I enter that area.
Interesting. So that's an area that might be like the end of the game, given the fact that if I enter, I may not be able to return. Are we already hitting the end of the game? No. I mean, I'm level 40 something, but like we haven't really focused down the main storyline, so I don't know. That'll be interesting to see. Okay. So I'm guessing they're like, oh, you know, we're sending you back, make sure you prep, yada, 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 yada. And I'm just going to be like, nah. What was that? It's a loot box. Oh. It's not even good anyway. It's pretty good. Fuse delayed grenade. Nope. We got mines here. I really feel like I'm going to be dropping mines. Physical resistance. There's 2 things of physical resistance on this? Plus 2 virtue, plus 20 focus, plus 3.3% physical resistance. I feel like instead of percentage values, straight numbers are actually going to be way better for me. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to go with it. Why not? Let's go here. And... oh. Let's actually sell a bunch of stuff. Let's just sell it for cash. There's not really crafting that much. I just wish I got a new weapon. You know, this... What are these? is there anything I can craft? Probably not. There's the melt-a-gun. Again, but it's only purple, not orange. Which, actually... Oh, I see. Because I don't have any, it's just nothing but purple. Which is odd, you'd think that it would actually... Oh, no, that's okay. Purple's the lowest that it goes. It's the only thing you can craft. Okay. That's a thing. Well, I guess we just go in and find out. I did say we were going to focus down the main campaign here. It's crazy. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be the difficulty, but this is obviously just like it brings it down 4 levels, and then you can change the difficulty even higher than that, which we're gonna stay on normal. Klosterheim has been steadily losing members of his retinue. I've just found the corpse of his tech priest at the gate that leads to Uther's secret laboratory. He paid the price for wasting my time. I'm following the trail of corpses into Uther's laboratory. A fitting place for my first and perhaps final meeting with Klosterheim. No way is this the last mission in the main storyline. Already. Like, I feel like I barely even touched the main storyline. It's been a lot of, like, side missions. Oh, man.
I've obtained the quarantine logs, Inquisitor. The research cloister has been sealed off on account of demonic infestation. You won't be able to leave the facility until it is secure.
Trust me, it will be secured soon.
Yep. If I have anything to say about it. Ew. So I may not actually stream on Friday because I wanted to go last week on Saturday to go see the new movie Warfare from A24, and well, I didn't. Usually when I'm home on the weekends, I just like to take care of business, you know, dishes, laundry, shopping if needed. Which this week I just need to get more orange juice, luckily, so I don't really have to do any grocery shopping, which is good. But to, you know, go out and go out and do something like that, drive all the way to Clifton Park, which is not very far, it's like 10 minutes, but still, have to drive all the way there, and plus I didn't want to pay for the ticket. Movie tickets are overly expensive, as always. But Friday, I'd like to definitely want to go to the park because it's going to be a nice day. So my first outing at the park for the year, which is good. But then later that night, I wouldn't mind going to the movies to see Warfare. Oh, damn it.
Infestation in effect. Subject 872K has breached containment protocols. Area in lockdown.
Excuse me. Whoosh. Yeah, see that guy coming charging in like he owned the place? Yeah, right. Not while an Inquisitor is here.
Demonic infestation in effect. Subject 872K has breached containment protocols. Area in lockdown.
I don't understand what is happening. I don't know how that's supposed to work. But I'll just use my shotgun. How is that supposed to work? Oh, I see. It's L2 for the main flame. Gotcha. Okay. That's pretty cool, but I didn't realize R2 wasn't the main thing. Seriously, I want a heavy bolter, damn it. When am I gonna get my heavy bolters? You know, ones that are usable.
You really didn't remember anything, did you?
Is this Klosterheim?
Coming back, but it's unclear. I underwent a mind scrub, but
So, that is what you did eventually. You sacrificed yourself. But not in the way that I'd expected.
What the hell's going on?
who are you? Who am I?
You used to be my mentor. You were an Inquisitor in pursuit of the greatest secret of the Caligari sector. The research of Uther Tiberius.
I guess I didn't find it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be standing here.
You got close. And you got careless. You made questionable choices, and attracted the attention of first the Conclave, then the Grey Knights.
And there is no escaping from the secret protectors of the Imperium. Only death absolves, right?
So that was your plan. You sacrificed your former self.
And I have returned as someone else.
You told me to take on your mantle, and I obeyed. Through pain and fire, I hunted relentlessly for the Martyr. I did what you told me. I fought, investigated, made pacts and broke them when I had to. And when the warp spat out Uther's floating fortress monastery, I was ready to find it.
And my path eventually led to the Martyr as well.
It cannot be a coincidence. Only the Emperor's will, because you found me now when I'm so very close to finding Uther's greatest secret.
We must talk about this, but first we purge this area.
Oh, no. This is...
I'm ready for the sacrifice it takes, and should my plan succeed, we might meet again one day.
Lord Inquisitor. Oh, it is Klosterheim. So, I thought we were here to kill this guy.
Uther Tiberius
What?
wanted to create an army of former demon hosts. He sacrificed countless lives, sentenced them to damnation, only to make a handful of survivors immune to chaos. I think I know why the Martyr had to leave the Segmentum Pacificus. It's insane.
A whole army of loyal warriors immune to the warp, ready to conquer the Immaterium? Once you would have embraced the idea.
I am not the same person anymore.
I pray to the Emperor that you are.
Okay. I'm gonna get some more water. Be right back. Okay. Apologies for the quite low energy I'm putting out today. Man, end of the day, I was tired. And then, of course, I worked out when I got home. Even though I was tired, I pushed through it, man, and I feel good, but... I think, and this is something that I kind of, I guess, maybe figured out. Maybe not figured out, but I learned from watching a YouTube video. I can't remember who it was, but they were going over... oh, it was Will Tennyson. He's doing a bodybuilding competition, and he's talking about his caloric intake, or lack thereof, essentially. And he's talking about how just to bring down the fat and bring down the fat content that he puts into his body, and trying to cut his normal foods that he would probably consume for the energy, he's had to completely cut out in favor of a very, 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 very healthy diet, but one that is not conducive to really proper health, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure. It's not bad, you know, he's clearly still fine, but he's drained of energy and stuff like that, and that's essentially what I'm doing as well. Like, my caloric intake is not what it used to be, and that's on purpose, because you can't lose weight if you keep taking in more calories than you're taking out. And he not bodybuilds, he weight trains for a living. So if he has had to, you know, he can take in donuts and pizza and stuff like that, but that's because he trains really, really hard every single day. Me, I get an hour 4 days a week. I don't know if I could do working out 5 days a week. I'm gonna try, though. I'm definitely gonna try. I promised myself I would try. But that's going to be just a little bit down the road, because I am still trying to get used to this, like, low-carb intake during the week. The only carbs I take in is the oatmeal that I eat. And that's it. I just stopped them before they did something probably really terrible. I mean, let's be honest, Claustron probably, the way look at what he's doing. He could probably take all these guys on himself. Let's be honest. So, you know, he's talking about how the very small amount of calories that he takes in each day, you know, he's feeling very drained, energy deficient, that sort of thing. And I'm wondering if something similar is happening to me, because my caloric intake per day is maybe... I want to say 1,000 maximum, which is like 1,800 less than I should be taking in on a regular daily basis as a man. But I would say 1,000 at the lowest, especially lately, since, you know, we had Easter, and this past weekend was very... I ate way too much. But then somebody today brought... I don't know why, but they brought in a box of Pop-Tarts that they probably just brought in because they knew they weren't going to finish it or whatever. They weren't going to eat it. And I stupidly had a pack for, you know, along with my lunch today. So worth it, though. It was strawberry Pop-Tarts. Frosted. But the calories in that weren't too bad. It's the sugar, really. That's the bad part. And then I've been having like hot chocolate in the afternoon instead of coffee, which is something I have to stop, so, which I am gonna stop. Today was the last day I'm doing that, because I think that's what's making me feel even more tired at the end of the day, so gotta stop doing that. More water, less hot chocolate, less sugar, really. Then I had that little cheese sandwich that I just made out of the blue. So today I would say is normally more calories than I normally would take in.
Time to purge the unclean, Inquisitor. Side by side, like we used to.
I forgot I had that. Oh shit. Goodbye. Yeah, you take care of that, I'll take care of the rest. That lag, by the way, is probably because it's on a hard drive.
No demonic presence detected. Lockdown deactivated.
Ooh,
Good work.
there's a red thing there.
Make Klosterheim.
Let's go.
You miss all this.
I refuse to burden myself with redundant thoughts and emotions. But I admit, it was a satisfactory experience to fight that battle together. The research cloister is connected to Uther's inner sanctum. That is where Uther secreted away his most treasured research. Are you ready to enter?
Not yet.
I need to return to my retinue first and make the necessary preparations.
I'm not going to your ship. Trust me. Where would I go? I will meet you here when you return.
Sure you will. Hell yeah, dude. We got another red... Oh, and a bunch of legendary stuff. There was a shrine right there that I missed entirely. 2 shrines in this area, and I missed them both. Blueprint for an autogun. Let's go. Oh, good. We dropped more frames. It's only 118 total, but still, we dropped more frames. That's nice. But yeah, so it's... I have been... Last week, I was the same way. I was very tired for some reason. I'm sleeping okay. I don't know. I'm not drinking coffee in the evening or even in the afternoon anymore. So that's not a problem. And I'm waking up like an hour, or today it was like an hour and a half before my alarm even went off. So clearly I'm not needing as much sleep, I guess. But it's just like, you know... I don't know what to make of it. I just assume it's what I'm, you know, the very small amount of calories that I'm taking in each day. Weekends are a little bit different, you know, because I try to remind my body that it's still a body and it still needs all this shit. So the weekends I try, though last weekend was way too much food. So this weekend I would like to make my baked ziti at some point. But... you know, we're looking at chicken, eggs, rice, vegetables. So I'm good for this weekend in terms of food. 1% critical hit chance with range skills. Salvo skills. 5% deflect when using salvo skills. Let's do... what's this one? Do that one. That's what that was. It was an Inferno shard, it looks like. And new demolition armor, which I can't use because it's item level 45, which I think I have to match. But it's not as good as the armor I'm wearing. But I'm gonna keep it. There's a blueprint for an autogun, which I think... That's not what I'm using right now, is it? No, it's shotgun. So autogun is like an automatic weapon, excuse me. Hell yeah. And it's a legendary, or whatever they call it in here. Let's go put that armor away, because that's armor I definitely think I can... I'm pretty sure I can upgrade it. I don't know. We'll see. I have that other armor in there that I could totally upgrade, but we just don't have the materials. We don't have the mats, as they say, as the kids say these days. Secret weapon, I'm guessing, is the next part of that. There's Void Crusade. This is what the game was talking about. Consists of a series of missions organized into a branching tree-like structure. Your goal is to reach the end on one of the branches by completing a continuous line of missions leading towards that endpoint. Void Crusades are created by using Void Shards, and the shard type will determine the mission layout of the campaign. Select a Void Shard type with at least 4 shards to fill the socket. So we only have Ebony Void Shards, and that's it. Interesting. Dude, there's so much in this game, man. It's crazy. What about that autogun? That's a... It's a fire truck. I've never heard a fire truck siren sound like that. Dude, hell yeah. Dude, it's the first legendary or relic autogun. See, I want... Here's the thing. I can make one. Which is odd. Oh, wait, no. That's really odd, actually. Why can I only make one? Or is it saying I only have one blueprint? Because there's probably other autogun blueprints. I want a heavy bolter. Oh, that's why I can only make one, because I literally only have 5 of the orange currency there. The orange crafting component. So, that's why. That's okay. It's alright. I need it. I need. This isn't I want anymore. I need a heavy bolter, for God's sake. See, that says rare intel. Valuable information about a special mission with high risk and high reward. So I think that's like the portals, like in Torchlight, you open a portal and you go, you know, or like the Nephilim Rifts in Diablo 3. I am still deciding whether or not I want to get D4 just because Jeremy's got it. And he says it's actually really good. So I'm still deciding whether I want to do that or not. I just, you know, I look at the price, even if it's on sale, and I'm just like, I just don't want to support these people. Like, Blizzard is a shitty company. They don't deserve money. They don't deserve anything. You know, the way that they've treated their customers and their players. I just don't want to give them any more money because, I mean, they killed my Overwatch. They killed it. It ain't right, man. It ain't right. Yeah, I know.
Is this the inner sanctum?
This is the genitorium that powers the various dissection chapels and the laboratoriums in the sanctum. But we are close.
Okay. Now he has a health amount, which is not what he had before, so... This will be interesting.
I need to know something, Inquisitor. How did you find the Martyr?
Followed your stench.
Aware of your errand, remember? I was sent here to investigate the source of an ancient inquisitorial distress signal.
It must have been the will of the
I wonder what
Emperor.
kind of class he's
I am
playing.
aware of that signal. It was activated by the rebels during the inner strife against Tiberius. It only transmits from time to time, in strange bursts.
Okay. Could you not talk during the combat, man? I can't hear you otherwise. So I'm getting plenty of power hammers. And I'm fairly certain I unlocked the ability to... Oh, that's like the guy from Darktide. One of the big guys. I got the ability to unlock heavy bolters, but I haven't seen one yet, I don't think.
What's the sigil on the wall? It
That's
resembles
the floor,
demonic
not the
mark
wall.
used with Xenos and Imperial symbols.
Uther called them
How do you call
Empyrean
that
seals.
wall? That's a floor.
He studied forbidden summoning rites and the arcane machines of a lost civilization, and combined them with sanctioned practices. The seals trap the essence of destroyed demons, so they can't get back to the warp to reform.
Uther wanted to conceal the existence of his secret weapon, even from the minions of Chaos. I feel far too close to heresy.
What are you talking about? We must fight fire with fire. You taught me that.
And I am not the same person anymore.
How many times I gotta keep telling you that, man? Not the same person. Hello. That's enough of that. No, don't break it. I mean, we obviously can't use it now. We killed everybody with it. Or we killed everybody. But still, you know. Would have been cool if I knew it was there.
You are different,
We have to go that way.
and yet you are the same. It is disturbing.
I used to be the one hunting for the Martyr, and now you have all the answers. That's disturbing.
If it's any consolation, you were right all along. Uther Tiberius had a secret that could have changed the fate of the Imperium.
And you've learned the nature of this secret, I assume.
Indeed. It's a weapon with immense powers.
How am I getting stopped by a box? I'm not saying the... Well, I mean, yeah, no, these guys... The Inquisitors are just as big as freaking Space Marines, and Space Marines walk through boxes like it's no big deal. Who the hell says an Inquisitor can't do that? Also, is this guy ever gonna, like... If he... Can he die? Klosterheim, if after all this time you die to some stupid little shitty minions and you ruin my mission,
I have found
I'm
some
gonna be
very
really
old
pissed.
human remains here. They belonged to the crew of the Martyr.
When Uther's followers turned against him, the monastery was consumed by war. It crippled the ship eventually.
Have you ever discovered the truth about their secret weapon?
I have only heard rumors. The real answer lies here. I know that it could save the man from Tiberius, and that with the Tiberius risked excommunication of the Inquisition to engage.
it looks
Your
like these
combat
both
skills
lead to
have
the same
become
lead to the
even
same
more
place.
praiseworthy, Inquisitor.
You earn salvation from annihilation.
You might have changed, but your perspective on eternal crusades
Klosterheim, I'm not joking, man. You die, I'm gonna kill you myself. For God's sake, with the freaking traps, bro.
Ears are bleeding. I must stop this Emperor from making noise.
Oh, that's where we're going after we do this.
The inner sanctum is cut off from the rest of the ship, making it a black site. Even the machine spirit doesn't have eyes or ears there.
How do we get through the stasis field?
I've seen similar security systems
Machine
on the
spirit,
ship.
also known as AI.
The status field must be deactivated using 2 different terminals in different places at the same time.
Tiberius was indeed quite protective of his secrets.
Proceed to the first cogitator. It must be close. I'll find the other one.
Oh, sure, you get to teleport. I have to walk my fat ass. No. I don't pray for death. I deliver it.
I've met some resistance. The Genitorium seems to be populated by a degenerate tribe.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter which way I go.
I'm approaching the terminal that will deactivate the stasis field. Where are you?
I'm having some problems with the feral tribes, but I'm close.
Keep forgetting about my special ability. I'd rather keep my flesh untasted and on my body, thank you very much. We've got two chests down here. Nice. One shitty, one good. Machine God's something. Spark, I guess is what that said. Let's go over here. I just want to cover the whole map, you know. I like to clear things. Whoa, there's a lot of you little bastards in here, huh? What are you guys doing? Having a party? Too bad I wasn't invited. Good thing. They would have been dead before they made it to the party. 100% damage bonus. Boy, that would have been nice 5 seconds ago.
I'm ready to deactivate the stasis field. Are you ready?
I'm under heavy fire, but I can access this terminal. Proceed.
The stasis field is down. Head back here.
I can't. The savages are bringing in some demonic reinforcements. I must retreat and find another way back. Proceed into the inner sanctum. I'll catch up with you.
Roger, Roger. Let's get that chick in here. I could get past the hoses coming out of her head and everything. It's fine. It's fine. Got a cool little earpiece, some piercings here, but most of her face is untouched, and it's not bad. I'm pretty sure she's like one of the sisters or whatever, right? She'd probably kill me in my sleep. Wow, I got a lot of XP. I just leveled to 44. What the hell, dude? We're getting money, dude. We're getting some money. We're still in chapter 3. Interesting. So we have a lot to go, actually, which is good. That's good. I was actually hoping we wouldn't have made it that far, because that just seems a bit silly to almost be done with the game. We barely even touched the main quest line. That would be silly. Anybody? No? Okay. Right. The secret weapons. You know what game I need to see if I can get on Xbox is Grim Dawn, because I have it on Steam, but the only console it released on was Xbox One, which is unfortunate, because I've played a little bit of that game. I think Grim Dawn is a really good isometric ARPG, but it only came out on PC and Xbox. Would have liked to see a port, but it's been years since that game came out, so it's not coming to PlayStation. But I have a Series S, so I wouldn't mind grabbing it at some point.
Klosterheim, where are you? Can you hear me? Klosterheim, if
Nope.
you can hear me, I'm heading towards the inner sanctum. Meet me there.
Oh yeah, we came through here before.
Thorn, I found the body of a word bearer.
The filth of Logar. What are they doing on the Martyr?
There is just one, and he looks dead.
Looks
I
dead.
was wrong.
Yeah.
He is alive.
And trying to kill me. I literally knocked you off the freaking map, dude. Ah, bear in mind. Bear in mind that these words are not for the uninitiated. The warpsmith finally succeeded in reshaping the code, and we gained access to the data vault. This vessel had indeed been commandeered by the aberration called Uther. The implications are sickening. Every word of the Viscrum revelation has been proven right so far. We cannot deny the truth of the prophecy. The anathema ultima must be destroyed before it corrupts the immaterium. Our blessed allies would be powerless against this thing. But this 8 times accursed ship is defending itself. The Wolfsmith tells me that the spirit of the ship was indurated with the blasphemer's soul and is resisting our gift. We are trapped. But if we must guard this foul place until the Dark Council finds us and breaks the cage, so be it. I have 3 orders for you. First, break the soul pattern as it interferes with the sacred rituals. Second, harvest every datum from the firewalled cogitators, since we need to know more about that thing. And third, succumb into a dreamless slumber when finished. The false god can't take back his gifts, so use them. Time is on our side, brother.
Another traitor Marine lies on the ground.
Well, he was sleeping before.
Filth, where it belongs. I wish I could be fighting by your side.
According to the message I found, there were more of them. And they were trying to extricate data from 3 specific cogitators.
The word bearers are seekers of terrible secrets. I'd advise you to find out what they were looking for on the Martyr.
What a splendid fight. Praise the Emperor.
You have truly become a consecrated weapon down there.
What was the Chaos Warband doing here?
Those maggots are specks of dust compared to true Adeptus Astartes. But they possess the same unique organs as we do.
See, they activated their Susan membranes to wait in hibernation until someone entered the area.
Is that a multi-melta he just shot at me? I'm gonna do that more often from now on. Just blow up those containers if there's enemies next to them.
New log entry. More Empyrean seals, but they are broken. Considering that these seals trap the essence of destroyed demons so they can't get back to the warp to reform, I don't like the implications.
It means there's demons all over the place. It was a nice effort, but you missed. Whiff, dude. I whiffed so hard there. Yeah, so these champions take a lot of hits. Okay. There you go. Does that work for you? He said give him pain. I don't like this timed grenade.
Inquisitor.
It's not as fun.
Analysis of the security logs is complete.
That's all I got, though,
Area
unfortunately.
closed down due to a hostile incursion 3.64 standard Imperial years ago. Intruders identified as word bearers.
There was a whole warband. What trapped on the ship.
On the back of the neck there. Excuse me. Oh my god, this is a big ship. Just knock his ass down and turn it up to 11. So what do we got? We got supreme damage reduction and 100% damage bonus. That's why I killed him so fast. Now it all makes sense. Alright.
Inquisitor, you are approaching the coordinates of the first cogitator marked by the hostiles.
Find out what they were looking for.
Damn. Who the hell is this?
Tech Priest, inload the flagged pict recording from this cogitator. This woman might be the key to Uther's secret experiments.
In progress. Record is tagged as Alpha Trials and Pariah Research.
Is she a psychic blank? The antithesis of a psyker? Did Uther Tiberius test his secret weapon on someone without any presence in the warp?
Commencing analysis.
I don't understand what he said, but I think it's serious. I still don't even know what the warp is. I left the boss in the middle. Oh, so scary. If I had a more powerful weapon, you'd be dead quicker, man.
Inquisitor, you are approaching the second cogitator.
There she is again. She absorbed all that and threw it back.
Recording inloaded and immediately categorized as extreme anomaly.
It is incredible. The soulless one absorbing psychic energy is normal, but she's deflecting the attacks. I have never seen anything like this.
Whatever she is, this would explain the interest of those traitorous maggots. It sounds like something the word bearers would want to have.
It certainly does. We have to stop them. Oh. See, this is what I hate. I can't tell when something is going to block my movement. It all blends in. Oh, for God's sake.
Inquisitor, you are approaching the third cogitator.
I know. Sorry, did you just throw a grenade at me, dude? I'm the filth? You're the traitorous maggot, and I'm the filth. Right.
Tech Priest, I have no new records to send you. But I have discovered that even Uther's people found that strange test subject extremely disturbing.
Total absence of information in the accessible data looms on the Martyr. The existence of the subject has been erased from the archives.
Whatever this creature is, she must have been Uther's greatest secret. I must find out more.
I have analyzed the previous inloads. The binary illuminations in PIC recordings contain the encrypted coordinates where the subject was held during the tests.
Tell me.
Decryption complete. The location of the inner sanctum is at your disposal.
Perfect.
Okay. We did not level, though. Or did we, and it just was that much XP? I guess I have no idea. Nope. There was... I literally didn't make any kind of XP on that one. It's pretty crazy. Wish I could get some... get a heavy bolter. You know? Maybe. It's just crazy to me that green is better than blue in this game. When it's the other way around with literally every other game. Right. On to the next.
I can hear you. I lost your signal in that nightmarish tribal camp.
Clearly.
I liberated some captured members of my expedition. Where are you?
I'm in the inner sanctum. In a scriptorium, I suppose.
Uther Tiberius had his own secluded laboratory there. where he must have kept his personal cogitator. Find that room.
Why don't you find the room? I want to go back and sleep. I'm very curious as to how much more damage I'm going to put out when I do actually eventually upgrade my weapon. Not upgrade this weapon, because I can't, but like change to a different weapon that's of this level, because this relic weapon, as powerful as it is, which is just crazy, the fact that it is this powerful, is still only level 13. So, very, very old.
Must warn you, close. Syrian field has been destroyed here. My guess is that work
What? Word bearers? On the Martyr?
The most disturbing thing is that they seem to be...
Well, well, well. Miss Jessica. The one who does not answer messages. How am I doing? Tired. How are you? It's weird how my triangle ability has a longer cooldown, but it's less powerful as far as I can tell. Oh boy.
The Emperor sent us his servants to suffer the most glorious torture imaginable.
Spare me the monologue.
Ah, I see.
And prepare to die.
Well, then how am I supposed to get in contact with you saying, hey, I'm on Helldivers? I guess I just invite you in the game or something?
Prophecies and magnificent fever dreams. But you have no idea what we are about to unleash on your Imperium.
Enough of your gibberish. Die!
Oh, wow, he bitched out. Go figure. And there's a power axe. Again, no heavy bolters. For whatever reason. Okay, I guess we're going that way after I do this thing over here. I didn't... Alright, whatever.
Inquisitor.
I have located Uther's personal cogitator. First, I had to explain to the word-bearer Filth that they are not allowed to touch it.
I'm still worried about that presence on the ship. Access the cogitator immediately. What have you found?
Oh, I figured.
The proof we needed. Uther's secret weapon was a unique pariah, who is capable of the impossible. She didn't just banish demons. She utterly destroyed them.
By the Emperor. That could have been the most powerful weapon against the filth of chaos.
And she could have had a significant impact on the fate of the sector, or the whole Imperium. We need to know what happened to her.
I guess so.
Uther
I mean,
Tiberius had a meditation chamber in the sanctum.
you've been on quite a bit,
where he must
but
have kept his personal
I've been
notes.
doing other things.
Find
busy.
that room.
Ow! That's alright, though. I see you're always playing in a private lobby, so I just assume you're playing with friends. Can't be playing with just me, you know. Right? 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm also sorry about that. I'm not entirely sure what to say or why he did that. I'm sorry. I've only been cheated on once in my life, and I didn't even know what happened until later. Luckily, I wasn't married, but, you know, that's messier. Am I going to hell dive tonight? His loss? That's a good way to look at it. You're taking it pretty well. I might be on Helldivers. I don't know. I was editing a video last night that I wanted to put up, and then I just realized I didn't like it, so I got another video I gotta edit for release on Monday. I at least have to render out the audio so I can at least have that, which shouldn't take very long, but while that's rendering out, I might be on. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, you gotta put up a strong front, but
Loading.
I mean, I feel bad for them, too. Not just, obviously, you know, I feel bad for you, but I also feel bad for them. Maybe we can talk about this in private. Not exactly something that I'm sure you want to air on the air. Oh, that's my minion. I keep shooting at my minion.
Personal log entry. The captain of the Martyr, the most loyal follower of Uther Tiberius, was a certain Van Winter. It can't be a coincidence. Is this the Emperor's will? Or should I suspect some mysterious connection to my array's past? I need to look into this.
I have not, but I am planning on
Right.
getting it.
found
I plan on
proof
getting
of the rebellion.
that, and, well, as far as I saw, Expedition 33 releases in 8 hours, which is just crazy to me. I think it does, because it said that the deal that it has with, like, I don't know, it's like a couple % off, is only good for the next 8 hours, which tells me I think it's coming out. Yeah, I've seen it. I played a little bit of Oblivion back in the day, but I never actually had it.
I don't know how Uther found or created this pariah creature.
But I'm absolutely
But his followers must have turned against him
in on
afterwards.
the idea of playing it,
They were
for
diehard
sure.
radicals, willing to condemn hundreds to death so they could create an army of ex-demon hosts. Imagine what could have made them rebel.
I don't care. They were cowards, and Tiberius was right.
Damn. But yeah, you know, if you want, you and I can talk about that off stream if you'd like. That's up to you. I'm a good listener. And then anytime you feel like you need company, I stream every day, as you know. So just come by the stream and we'll hang. I'll see if I can entertain your woes away. There should be a disclaimer on the screen that says, not a licensed therapist. Though, to be fair, a therapist is really just somebody you talk to. And then they drudge up some nonsense from whatever book they read. Like, Jung or... the other German therapist guy. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now, but...
Klosterheim, I'm in Uther's meditation chamber. I can see a journal.
Open it.
I'm not gonna read this.
Have you read the journal?
Nope.
I have, and it contains some surprising revelations. Even Uther Tiberius was horrified by the powers of the Alpha Pariah. That's what he called her.
Did he kill her?
No.
Well, that'll
he
keep you
locked
busy.
her away in the main stasis chamber.
Which means that she must still be alive. This is incredible.
And we have a chaos sorcerer
Busy.
on the ship
That's
who knows about her too.
Usually how I like
I'm on my way to
to
the
stay.
chamber.
I'm almost there.
Otherwise I get bored.
I'll meet you at the
Boredom
entrance.
is not good. Boredom is never good. Oh my god. Yeah, I am tired. I was explaining earlier before you got here that, you know, my self-induced lower caloric intake is probably the main reason that I am tired. I've been tired. Like last week, I was very tired. And then the weekend hits and I'm like, I'm fine. Even though I'm sleeping well, I'm waking up like an hour and a half before my alarm even goes off. So clearly I'm getting enough sleep, I suppose. I'm not drinking coffee at night, which is also good because, you know, that's, you don't want to do that. But I don't eat a whole lot. I have one major meal at lunch, and then when I get home, I'll have my oatmeal, and that's basically the majority of the carbs. Today, I ate a little extra, but like my overall intake daily, Monday through Friday, is usually like maybe maximum 1,000 calories, which is not a lot, so. Oh, nice, nice. You're gonna go Scotland? I've always wanted to go there. That's my heritage right there. Well, Scotland and Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland, but Scotland as well. Yeah, my family, my Scottish family name is McInnes, which is a really cool name. Irish family name is Clendenning. So we're in there.
Together
Though
again,
I'm
at last.
the majority of me is
Are you
German.
ready?
My last name is
Secret
Wolf,
of the
for God's
Martyr
sake.
is within arm's reach. Just imagine the possibilities of the Alpha Pariah.
Hey, look at that.
Stasis.
We match.
Now you are talking, like the Inquisitor I used to know.
Let's go to the stasis chamber.
Besties.
I see you found reinforcements against the word bearers.
These men are the members of my expedition. I thought they were killed. I was wrong, fortunately.
They're probably gonna get killed here, pal.
These men are not to be trifled with.
Reload. Ooh, dodged it. Stop setting me on fire, please. Whiff, dude. I miss my missiles. But this is like the best armor I've had so far, so kind of have to use it. Maybe. I'm not sure. Blonde from German? Yeah, I see that. Boosh. Yeah, I definitely need a new weapon. This thing is taking too long. It is taking way too long to kill people with.
What do you think about this Alpha Pariah? What could it be?
Luther Tiberius launched a creative army of former demon hunters, resisted to the powers of the war. At some point, he must have realized that it was not working.
Or he realized that an army needs a commander.
I don't know if the Alpha Pariah was someone he found during his journey, or if he obtained her through some darker means, but eventually he had her in his grasp.
And now his legacy will be ours.
Right. Let's get on with it. Nope, I didn't move to... Alright. Game just decides for me, I guess.
Behold the words of the
Oh, boy.
prophecy. In the darkest regions
big
of the
dudes here.
void, on the cursed monastery hidden among the living storms, there is the anathema that shall be destroyed. I will make the revelation come true.
Not while I breathe, creature.
Death to the servants of the corpse.
This game? Or the game you're playing? Moved out of that. Level up. Oh my god, look at his health bar. Holy shit. Jump. There we go. Now let's get rid of those, shall we? Oh, wait. I really need to start looking for freaking tech shrines. What do we got? Damage reduction. I like that. Oh, that's my guy. Any other tech shrines? Yep. Damage, please. Oh, this motherfucker's dead. You were dead, boy. Look at that. One shot from my circle ability, and he lost over half his health. That is ridiculous. Boom. Boosh. Get out of here. And that is how I do it. Oh, the game I'm playing? It's really good. I love Neocore games. They're one of my favorite indie developers.
Open the gate?
Wait. I see human remains. One of Uther's acolytes by the looks of it. Let's take a look.
Anything useful?
That is an understatement. Now we know that Uther Tiberius was gravely wounded during the rebellion in the monastery. His trusted men decided to take him off the Martyr, with a certain Captain Van Winter at the helm of the rescue ship.
I gotta hand it to myself. I have made massive progress in the last 3 years. Just... Oh. I'm happy with the way my arms are looking, at least.
By the Emperor.
Upper body still needs some work.
Remarkable.
Midsection needs some work. The upper body's fine.
Energy. A tapestry of madness made substance.
But that's why I'm eating
another
like
example of Uther's
maybe
arcane
1,000
designs,
calories a day.
Are you ready to enter?
Or less.
I have died for this.
If I'm actually cutting out
I must be the one who walks through
most of the extra crap that I ate today, I'm definitely eating maybe 500 calories. But my lifestyle is very not as energetic as I'm sure most people's are. You know, I work in I don't work in an office. I'm on my feet, but it's not like super stressful or anything like that. So picked up Commando's Origins as well, and it's awesome too. Commando's Origins. I'm not familiar with that. Also, cutscene.
By the
That's
grace
different.
of the Emperor, I cannot enter.
Did you see anything?
She is there. The Alpha Pariah is inside.
The Alpha
close and yet
Pariah.
unreachable.
Damn it.
There must be a way.
No, you were right. This barrier was designed by Uther himself, and he made sure that nobody can enter without his authorization. The barrier can only be disabled with his inquisitorial rosette.
But a rosette is the personal symbol of our authority. Each rosette is unique, and Uther has been dead for centuries. It is impossible. You are telling me that it was all in vain? We have failed.
No. Uther Tiberius was taken from the Martyr to an unknown destination, and I will find where that place is. I am an Inquisitor. Nothing can remain hidden from me. I will uncover that rosette.
This
even
whole
if I
thing with
have to
Tiberius was
burn
hidden from
down
you.
the whole sector.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't burn down the whole sector. You gotta do stuff in it.
What is our next step?
We are treading on dangerous ground. Uther Tiberius was so obsessed with fighting the powers of chaos that he ventured too far. Even his most trusted followers turned against him when they realized what he was planning to do.
Who cares about ignorant fools?
You must surely be aware what the Alpha Pariah could become. Uther Tiberius wanted to destroy the gods of chaos so desperately that he decided to create a god of his own.
Yes, I understand. And this is why we must continue his work. For the Emperor.
Ah, here we go. Okay. We got a morality choice with Klosterheim. Oh, wait, no. This is for the Alpha Pariah. We must use her powers to fight the tides of chaos. The fate of Imperium justifies the means. Or, the very existence of the Alpha Pariah borders on heresy. The doctrines must be upheld at all costs. I've always chosen the radical decision because we could literally use all the help we can get against the forces of chaos. So, duh.
You are right. We must use her powers to fight the tides of chaos. The fate of Imperium justifies the means.
You are a dedicated warrior to the cause, and I salute you.
Better.
I'm also risking excommunication and death. But first, I have to find the Rosette, and I need your help to secure this chamber while I'm gone.
I will remain on the Martyr to protect Uther's secret with my life. But are you aware of the potential consequences?
Hey, Traffy. There we are. Nice. Did you see the clip I sent you in when you if you saw your messages? Level 46. We're almost at 50. Nice. Okay. All right. Stop it. Jesus. All right. 30% cooldown recovery speed for range skills with at least 1 second cooldown when fighting from cover. What's with all the cover? I can't imagine anybody actually using cover in this game. I'm not even joking. Like, this is ridiculous. Cover, please. You can't see them at all? Well, I mean, you can still go into them, right? Like, you can still go here and go here. Your messages will still be there. You just don't get notifications for it, right? Let us talk to Captain Ragnar Van Winter.
Captain, are you serious? You want me to believe you didn't know that the founder of your rogue trader house was the captain of the Martyrs centuries ago?
I swear by the light of the God Emperor Inquisitor that I am just as shocked by this revelation as you are.
Oh, she's the one we see
I
in
need
the
a better
loading screen
explanation,
there.
Captain.
Oh.
Inquisitor, our house has followed strict traditions for long centuries. One of those traditions concerns our sacred history. Our ancestral secrets were kept in a treasured logbook, only accessible by the Van Winter sitting on a throne of the house.
And who would that be?
Nobody. Almost my entire clan has been purged on account of their heretical acts. I was found worthy of redemption, and I'm assisting the work of the Inquisition as a simple captain.
Do you think your logbook could help me?
Yes. It has been in our possession since Gregor Van Winter, the man whose trail you seek, received the warrant of trade. It must contain all his accounts, too.
What happened to that logbook?
It was hidden on our flagship, the Astute Cavalier, but it disappeared when my father was executed. The logbook must still be in the hold, in a secret compartment.
So, I only have to find a fugitive ship in this sector. Sounds easy.
My family had a hideout in this subsector on a void station. Those who survived the purge probably ended up there.
And strangely, it didn't occur to you to share this information with the Inquisition. No. Don't answer that. Take me to the void station.
That doesn't make any sense. You should still be able to see your messages. You don't have to send somebody a message just to receive them. Okay, that's the Van Winter legacy. What's the main mission? Is that the main mission? I guess it is. Huh. Anyway. Okay. We don't really have enough time to cover another mission. But that's okay, because we made a lot of progress in the main quest line. This is getting interesting. It really is. It's getting very, very interesting. Because we're just finding out that Uther Tiberius, had some secrets that even the Inquisition didn't know about. This super weapon who's a woman, who is apparently an opposite of a psyker, but far more powerful. You guys saw it. She absorbed the shots and then threw them back out. So, yeah, as far as I know, psykers can't do that. So, this is going to be interesting to see what goes on here. But for tonight, that is going to do it, my friends. Thank you, one and all, so much for your time and attention, as always. I appreciate it day in, day out. You guys keep coming back. And please join me again tomorrow night for more Apex Legends. I assume Jeremy and his wife are ready. They'll be available tomorrow night, but not sure. Even if they aren't, I'm probably still going to play. But we'll probably play pubs because, well, ranked is messy. And I don't want to lose any more points. So join me tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for more Apex Legends. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. And I'll see you guys later.